We are live at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City as the national anthem just ended, and Atlantic Cape Community College will be playing host today for a doubleheader with the Montgomery County College Mustangs. Hello, everybody. I am Vin Avenue here on BFA Sports to take you through today's doubleheader action. Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. One of the coaches told me before the game they came from Bluebell, Pennsylvania, about an hour and a half here from Atlantic City. So they left about 8:30 this morning, came on over, and getting set for today's doubleheader under mostly cloudy skies here. A little bit chillier than yesterday. I think today's high is only going to get up to about 52, so mostly cloudy skies, very chilly, much breezier than yesterday. There's peaks of sunshine, if you will, here and there around Atlantic City. But the Buccaneers coming off a thrilling victory in Game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday against Ocean County College that ended with a play at the plate, so ending in exciting fashion. And the Buccaneers looking to pick up where they left off in that game here with a doubleheader today. So let's take a look now at the starting lineup for Montgomery College. It'll be Frank Tavares, the shortstop, leading off. Marquise Wood in center field. Morgan D'Amico hitting third. Hunter Hamlin is the cleanup hitter. He'll be at first. Connor English, the designated hitter and today's pitcher, so Shohei Ohtani kind of a vibe there. Jake Phillips out in right field. Aiden Elam behind the plate. Jake Ann Keel in left field, and Sean McAfee is playing second base. On the mound this afternoon for Atlantic Cape is Colin Bradley, who just finished his warm-up pitches, being caught by Dante DePalma here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. First base is Omar Hernandez, Molentanicello at second, Luis Sari at short, Justin Monero at third. In the outfield, Javier Vega in left, Kevin Foreman in center, and Nate Goodrich over in right. So Bradley finished with his warm-ups, and stepping up to the plate for Montgomery College is Frank Tavares, the shortstop, and he takes a look at strike one, and we are underway. So you'll hear the wind kind of rippling from time to time here. Definitely a very gusty day. Flags out in center field, waving towards right. So wind blowing from left to right field this afternoon. And it's a 1-1 count on Tavares. Tavares, Wood, and D'Amico for the Mustangs here in inning number 1. And that pitch outside 2-1. Buccaneers wearing the blue tops this afternoon. And it's 3-1 the count at Tavares. Bucks wore the red tops yesterday. So Bucks split a doubleheader with the Ocean County College Vikings on Saturday afternoon. And the 3-1. And it's a walk, leadoff walk for Tavares, and they got a man aboard. Ocean County College won 7-6 in Game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday. Kevin Foreman had a 2 RBI double in the bottom of the 7th that pulled the Bucks to within 1, but could not complete the comeback. And then they came alive in Game number 2, winning 10-4. So man on here. Here's Marquise Wood. Takes a look at a pitch outside, 0-1. Tavares takes a lead off of first. Bradley, and now he's going. That one chopped foul. And Tavares, slide and all, will have to now go back, as Wood chopped that one foul, 0-2. Tavares had the wheels there. He was going. He was going off of Bradley's release there, and he likely would have been safe. Don't know if the hit and run was called there per se, but definitely a good jump for Tavares, and he's got an eager lead there at first base. Unique kind of lead where he's got his toe pointing toward second base, and now Bradley's going to give him a look at first. He's back safely, which you don't see often, but it's the most effective way, I believe, to steal a base, have that lead toe pointing. Fastest way to get from base to base is a straight line. Tavares getting a happy feet over there at first, and Bradley's going to give him another look. Aggressive base stealing can do so much for a team in an inning. Getting in the head of the pitcher, getting you on the board, scoring some runs, stealing bases. Speed does so much in putting together an effort and winning a ball game. That pitch outside Tavares will stay put. And it's one of the things you see at all kinds of levels, from college to the pros. You see players rounding bases and going around, and that pitch outside takes longer that way. You see these guys taking that extra trip around second base or around third trying to score a run, and it can make all the difference in the world if you're taking that extra turn around the bag with trying to be safer out on a close play. Tavares is going. That pitch in the dirt, and Tavares will get into second without a throw. So a stolen base for Frank Tavares, and the leadoff man now in scoring position for the Mustangs. And the pitch. Outside, and back-to-back walks here in the first inning as Marquise Wood draws the free pass. 2 on, nobody out, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Morgan D'Amico. And it also bring Coach Velarde out to the mound for a mound visit after Colin Bradley walks the first two batters of the first inning. And immediately somebody's warming up in the Buccaneers bullpen down the left field line, doing some stretching right now. Obviously, game one of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games, so you don't want to get too far behind. You also don't want to use too many pitchers in game one, try to spread it out. Yesterday it worked out, though, for Atlantic Cape, as Pete Calandra went the distance. 8 strikeouts in game 2 in the Atlantic Cape victory over Ocean County College, which was the opposite, as it turns out, for what Ocean County College did in game 1, as Bart Goebel pitched a complete game effort. Got into a little trouble along the way, including toward the end there as the Buccaneers rallied back. And here's the pitch to D'Amico. So we got 2 on and nobody out. Runners lead first and second. Minero and Hernandez playing on the lip of the infield grass. Antonicello and Sari playing at double play depth. That pitch outside. Trying to keep the double play in order here. Certainly still a factor. And that'd be something Bradley would take in a heartbeat right now. In a little bit of a jam to begin the game. Bradley checks on Tavares, deals to the plate, and hits D'Amico in the back. So the bases are loaded on 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And Mustangs load the bases without contact for Hunter Hamlin. Can't tell who it is down the left field line from where we're at, but there is an arm throwing in the Buccaneers bullpen down the left field line. 2 walks and a hit by pitch to start the game here. Colin Bradley in a little bit of trouble. Deals to Hunter Hamlin. Outside in the dirt, blocked there by De Palma, which saved a run. Very windy start to game 1 here of the doubleheader. Bradley deals the 1-0 to Hamlin. Swing and a miss. Got him to whiff there on a breaking ball, 1-1. Outfield playing normal depth. Javier Vega, though, out in left field, moves back a few steps. The 1-1. That pitch just missed, 2-1. If you're Bradley, you'll take an out any way you can get here, but if you get some strikeout or a pop-up, something in the infield that prevents the run, you'll take it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ocean County College, in both games of the doubleheader yesterday, they scored in the first inning. 1 run on the leadoff home run by Alonzo to lead off the game, and then 2 in game 1. That pitch low, and the counts run full. That was essentially it. I mean, the Buccaneers, behind Pete Calandra in game 2, shut down the Vikings yesterday for most of the game. They scored a couple runs later on. And the pitch outside, and that'll force in a run. So Hamlin walks. The third walk of the inning for Colin Bradley. And the Mustangs lead 1-0 on 3 walks and a hit by pitch. So that'll score Tavares. Marquise Wood over to third. D'Amico over to second. And that'll bring up the designated hitter and pitcher, Connor English, who could certainly help himself out here with a hit. As Bradley deals, clips the outside corner, 0-1. The bases loaded of Mustangs here in the top of the first. Bradley deals in the dirt, and it gets by De Palma. And that'll score run number 2 as Marquise Wood comes in to score. And the Mustangs take a 2-0 lead. Morgan D'Amico down to third. Hunter Hamlin over to second. And runners on second and third now with the Mustangs. And a 2-0 lead and a 1-1 count on Connor English. Game 1 of a 7-inning game doubleheader. Bradley deals the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Bradley having trouble finding the plate here in inning number 1. His action continues in the Buccaneers bullpen. Connor English, like we said at the top, kind of in that Shohei Ohtani kind of role. He's the DH and the pitcher in game 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sort of a slow hack there at the breaking ball from Bradley. Monero and Hernandez playing in at the corners on the lip of the infield grass. Sori and Antonicello playing back. The 2-2. Inside, and the counts run full on English. Goodrich takes a couple steps back in right field, preparing for a possible sac fly. Goodrich has a good arm out there in right field, so good crow hop could possibly get a run at the plate. The 3-2. In the dirt, and the bases are reloaded. Walk number 4 of the inning. And that'll bring up the right fielder, J. Phillips. Jake Phillips, check that. Bradley deals up high, and it goes by. Did it hit him? Yes, it hit him on the way by. So it hit Phillips, and that'll force in a run. Scoring is D'Amico. Hamlin over to the third. Connor English down to second on the hit by pitch. So 2 hit by pitches this inning, 4 walks. And it's 3-0 Mustangs. That'll bring up the 7-hole hitter, Aiden Elam. And that'll do it for Colin Bradley. We'll take a break as the Buccaneers make a pitching change here on BFA Sports. Back here in the top of the first inning where the Mustangs have a 3-0 lead on 4 walks and 2 hit by pitches, and Colin Bradley removed from the game, and coming out of the bullpen is Nico Petrelli. Looking to stop the bleeding here. Bases remain loaded for the number 7 hitter, Aiden Elam. And there's a strike. Petrelli getting started on a good start as he deals with Aiden Elam, the catcher for the Mustangs here in the top of the first. Mustangs lead 3-0. And the pitch, up high, ball 1. So far this inning, walk, walk, hit by pitch, walk, walk, hit by pitch. Aiden Elam trying to stop that trend right here. Check that Petrelli as there's a ground ball to shortstop. Feed to second one on to first, not in time. So they get the force at second. Fielder's choice, and a run scores. It is 4-0 as Hamlin comes in. Connor English over to third. Phillips out at second. And Aiden Elam on first on the fielder's choice. So 1 gone and a 4-0 lead. Runners on the corners now for Jake and Keel, as the Mustangs now lead 4-0 here in the first. Nico Petrelli on in relief of Colin Bradley. The pitch. There's a bunt up the first base line. De Palma fields, throws to first in time. Throw back to the plate, not in time, as Monero there covering. Sorry had run down to third to cover there, so 2 gone and another run scores. And it is a 5-0 Mustang lead, as we see here on the BFA Live Sports replay. And with 2 gone and a 5-0 lead, that'll bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Sean McAfee. So Petrelli's come in and gotten a couple outs, but another run in. The top 5 Mustangs to come up to the plate this inning have all scored. And the pitch, up high. So 2 count on McAfee. And a man on second with 2 gone. Aiden Elam taking a lead there. And the 2-0. Petrelli deals outside. Frank Tavares, who led off this inning, is back on deck. The pitch. There's a strike. Finds the outside corner. Petrelli looking to get one more here and get out of the inning. Buccaneers down 5-0 here. Game 1 of a 2 7-inning game doubleheader. Petrelli checks on Elam, deals to the plate. Outside, ball 4. So McAfee walks. The 5th walk of the first inning. The Mustangs don't have a hit, and they lead 5-0. Tavares back up to the plate. He walked and scored in his first plate appearance of the inning. Petrelli deals here with 2 gone. Outside, 1-0. Somebody warming up in the Buccaneers bullpen again down the left field line here. Petrelli has a 1-0 count on Tavares. Deals inside, 2-0. Five walks, 2 men hit by a pitch, fielder's choice. That's how the Mustangs have gotten on. And there's a 3-0 count to Tavares. Ground out by Ankiel. Man forced out at second base on a possible double play. So the 3-0 with 2 gone, and Tavares walks, bases loaded again. Tavares walks for the second time this inning. Mustangs lead 5-0. Marquise Wood, who also walked and scored in his first plate appearance of the inning, back up again. Petrelli deals, ground ball to third, and booted by Monero. He runs up and makes the they're going to say he didn't tag him. So the Bucks will go back on the field. Monero had run up there to tag Elam, but they said he missed the tag. Sorry, McAfee. As Elam scored, it's 6-0. Coach Velarde looking for an explanation. Wood reaches on the fielder's choice. He'd be on first. Tavares on second. And McAfee on third. Elam had scored. So it's right now it's 6-0 unless they reverse the ruling. And that's what the meeting is about there down the third base line. And that looks like that's how things will remain. So the Mustangs take a 6-0 lead. On the fielder's choice, E5. And that'll bring up Morgan D'Amico, the 12th man to the plate here in the first. D'Amico was hit by a pitch earlier in the inning. Petrelli deals. And that one's low, ball 1. So the Mustangs lead 6-0 here in the top of the first. Petrelli deals outside 2-0. And depending on your scoring it, the Mustangs have yet to record a hit. They lead 6-0. 5 walks, a couple hit by pitches, a couple fielders' choices, and an error. The 2-0. There's a strike. And 2-1 on the Mustang third baseman. Petrelli deals. Chop toward third. Monero's got it. Tags third. And that will finally retire the side. It is 6-0 Mustangs as we go to the bottom of the first on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
We go to the bottom of the first here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you here on BFA Sports. Mustangs took a 6-0 lead in the top half of the first, and the Buccaneers looking to answer back here in the bottom half. Connor English is on the mound for the Mustangs. Leading off for the Bucs is Luis Sari, followed by Nate Goodrich, Omar Hernandez, Justin Minero, Frank Moretta, Dante De Palma, Mo Antonicello, Javier Vega, and Kevin Foreman. Game one of a two-game doubleheader here this afternoon. And the pitch. High fly ball down the right field line and drifting into the seats. So just a long, loud strike by Sori. Had a home run yesterday in game number 2. The pitch. Inside. Sorry, looking to get things going here. Mustangs sent 12 men to the plate in the top of the first. Sorry, with a high fly ball down the left field line and twist foul. Sorry's had a hot bat of late. You know, he's certainly found his stroke in the last couple weeks. The 2-2. And it hit him. It looked like it hit him somewhere on the arm there, and Sarian with a leadoff hit by pitch. Looks like he's okay, just kind of waving it off there at first base. That definitely smarts in the cooler temperatures. Nate Goodrich, now the hitter for the Bucs. All it takes, you know, in these kind of deficits, especially early on in a ball game, just hit at a time, you know, walk at a time, get some guys on base, and get things moving. Goodrich takes a look at a strike. 0-1. Mustangs playing it in double play depth at second and short, in at the corners. Sari being held on at first. Pitch to Goodrich. Finds the inside part of the plate, 0-2. Hunter Hamlin holding on Sori there at first. Pitch by Connor English. Line drive into the gap in right center field. It is a base hit. Sari rounds second. He's on his way to third. Goodrich rounds first. He'll stay there. Sari rounds third. He'll stay there. But a solid single to right center by Nate Goodrich. Sori was running on the play, made it all the way to third with plenty of wheels, and a nice line drive single by Goodrich. And that'll bring up Omar Hernandez. Outfield playing at about normal depth for the Mustangs. Runners on the corners now with nobody gone. And the Mustangs lead 6-0. English looks in for the sign. Runners lead first and third. And a check on Goodrich. Back safely there at first. English trying to keep the double play intact there, or the possible double play. Deals here to Hernandez. Up high. Goodrich going. Throw down to second. He is safe. Beat the throw. Looked like it was a bang-bang play there at second base, but Goodrich in there under the tag, and now second and third with nobody out, and with Hernandez up at the plate. English takes a look at the runners and deals. Called strike. Goodrich taking a little bit of a lead there off a second. Sorry off a third. Swing by Hernandez, chopped foul. And that's 2 strikes on the Buccaneers first baseman. Mostly cloudy skies here today. You could look off far in the distance and see some patches of sunshine. But mostly cloudy, very cool. I'm more of a wind gust today than yesterday. Runners lead second and third, nobody gone. And the pitch to Hernandez. Outside. Buccaneers looking to start clawing their way back into this one, down 6-0 here in the bottom of the first. That single by Goodrich, the first hit of the game for either side. English deals to Hernandez. Inside. Give credit to Hernandez there. Close stance on the plate, and that pitch didn't seem to faze him. Bowed back a little bit to avoid getting hit. He's tough. English deals. Inside, but called strike 3. Hernandez had to back out of that one, but he's going to head towards the dugout now after getting called out on strikes. So with 1 away, that'll bring up Jesse Minero with runners on second and third. English takes a look at the runners and deals inside, and it gets to the backstop. That'll bring home Sorry. Goodrich rounds third. He'll stay right there. And it is now a 6-1 ball game as Sorry scores on the wild pitch. So 7 runs have been scored in this game. Just 1 hit combined. 1-0 to Minero. High fly. That'll go off the facing of the press box here at Sandcastle Stadium and back into the seats. Found its way over the screen there behind the plate. Goodrich leads off at third with 1 out. And the pitch to Minero. High fly ball into left. Drifting and going to the wall. Goodrich will score. Minero flying towards second. Here's the play. Throw is not in time. Minero beats it with a 1-out RBI double, and it is now a 6-2 ball game. As we see there on the BFA Live Sports replay, Jake Ankiel cannot field it, and then the slide just beat the tag there at second base. So 6-2 ball game now on the RBI double by Minero. 1 away. Minero leads off a second. Frank Moretta, the designated hitter, now up at the plate. And English takes a long look at Goodrich, who's taking a nice lead. Check that. Moretta grounds one in the hole to short. Throws over to first, and he's out. Moretta just missed beating that one out as Minero made his way over to third there on that one on the 6-3. Strong throw there by the Mustang shortstop Frank Tavares that just got Frank Moretta there at first base. A nice stretch there by Hunter Hamlin. So 2 gone. And Minero leading off third. Dante DePalma now the hitter for the Buccaneers. The pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. Mustangs lead 6-2 here in the bottom of the first. The pitch. High pop-up, mile high in the infield. It's going to drift out of play, and it drops. So the catcher, Aiden Elam, went under it and couldn't bring it in. Can't really fault the sun. I think he just lost it somehow in the overcast skies. But DePalma will take it. He gets another life here. 0-2 the count. And with 2 gone and Minero leading off of third. English deals outside. Gets to the backstop. And Minero will stay put at third. Wise decision. Not only just being down 6-2, but with how quick the catcher Elam got to that ball, he could have easily thrown it to the plate and Monero would have been out. So 1-2 the count now in DePalma. English looks in and delivers. Chopped, foul at the plate, and DePalma will get another shot. Elam tried to catch the foul ball and went past his mitt there. Now he's going to go to the mound and have a little bit of a chat with Connor English on how they want to get out Monero. Quick visit, brings the ball back, and probably just a quick pep talk. Hey, let's get him. One and two the count on the catcher DePalma. The pitch. Outside in the dirt. Monero taking a lead off third. He's not being held on. He's got a slight lead. Now getting a little bit more aggressive and running up the third baseline. Monero, check that, DePalma flies that one foul down the right field line into the seats. Putting together a nice at-bat here. Found some pitches off. Staying alive. Trying to look for that pitch. Spoiling a few. Monero out to a good lead at third. And DePalma grounds one to third. Fire over to first, and that will do it. 2 runs across for the Buccaneers here in the first. It is 6-2 Mustangs as we go to inning number 2 on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the second inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here on Sunday afternoon. We are in game 1 of a 2-7-inning game doubleheader. Mustangs lead 6-2 as we go to inning number 2. It'll be Hunter Hamlin, Connor English, and Jake Phillips for the Stangs here in inning number 2. That pitch up high by Petrelli, and it's 1-0. Petrelli came on in relief of Colin Bradley in the first inning, did not record an out, walked 4, hit 2. Buccaneers answered back with a couple in the bottom half of the first. That pitch up high. So the Buccaneers bats look like they're picking up where they left off yesterday. Ocean County College won game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday 7-6. As there's a strike, and Atlantic Cape came back in convincing fashion to win game 2, 10-4. After going down 1-0 on a leadoff home run, bats came alive. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. And Petrelli deals. Swing and a miss. Strikeout of Hamlin to begin the second. So Petrelli finding something here. There was some other action going on in the first inning when Petrelli was trying to get out of further trouble for the Buccaneers, but nobody up this inning. So Petrelli out there on his own, hoping to give the Buccaneers a little bit of length here. And there's a strike to Connor English. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Petrelli finding the strike zone here in inning number 2. On the mound, give your team a chance. Don't let any more runs push across. Bucks down 4 runs here, 6-2. And pitch up high. Petrelli's job, try to keep him off the scoreboard. Give his team a chance to climb back into this. Monero in at third as English pops that one foul behind the plate. Monero's on the lip of the infield grass at third. Hernandez slightly back a couple steps behind first. Sori and Antonicello on the lip of the outfield grass at second and short. Our outfielders playing straight up, normal depth. And Petrelli deals a 1-2. That pitch outside. The count's gone 2-2. On a mostly cloudy, kind of windy day here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. English looks at ball 3, kind of a bowling ball there, and the count's gone full. Similar weather to kind of what we were seeing on and off in the month of March. There was that one day I was talking to one of the coaches before the game. Is a 3-2 high fly ball into left. Vega chasing it back, gets underneath and makes the catch, and there are 2 gone here in the second. That we had that one day. It was the day Atlantic Cape, the Monday afternoon game. Atlantic Cape played Raritan Valley and won 12-8, got their first victory of the season that day. But I think the highs were like mid-60s, so it was plenty of sunshine. It was a nice day, but more or less ever since that day, there's a strike to Jake Phillips. A lot of cloudy days. Certainly some rain. That's canceled some games late for the Bucks. And it's a 1-1 count on Phillips. But even when these games are being played, it's very chilly. Certainly coming off the water here in AC as Phillips is hit by a pitch. So, you figure whatever the temperature is, you subtract a few degrees here on the field. But optimistically, you can look for better days ahead. Soon enough, we'll be seeing those days where it's sunny and warm, highs in the 70s, 80s. That kind of picturesque kind of feel and vibe of the baseball game. 2 on, 1 out. Check that. 1 on, 2 out. And the pitch outside to Aiden Elam. We're trying to fielder's choice in the first. Mustangs lead 6-2 here in the top of the second. Petrelli in for inning number 2, a relief. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0. You even saw like a speedboat out there in the water yesterday afternoon. Sunny and a little chilly, but speedboat out there. So after all the weather we've been seeing on and off of late, people that want to take advantage of any warm, sunny weather we can get. It was very chilly and rainy March. Very chilly start to April for the most part as well. 2-1 the count on the Mustangs catcher. Now it's 3-1 as heading down to second is Jake Phillips on the pass ball. So runner on second now with 2 gone. Flags out in center field. There's a flagpole behind the center field fence. Wind blowing from left to right, kind of flags. You can see the flag blowing towards right field. The pitch, and we'll wait a couple seconds for that pitch. As Petrelli steps off. Phillips takes a lead out there off a second. Petrelli deals to Elam in the dirt. And thinking about it, but heading back to second is Jake Phillips, as it's a walk to Aiden Elam. So 2 on, 2 out. And that'll bring up Jake Ankiel. Hit one in front of the plate in his last at-bat. Retired at first. But a run did score on that play. Phillips leads off second, Elam off first. And Petrelli deals to Ankiel. There's a strike, 0-1. Petrelli looking to get out of the second inning unscathed. All 6 runs scored in the first for the Mustangs. And the pitch, chopped back to the mound, off Petrelli, and it goes to second. Antonicello fields, fires over to first, and he's safe. And Keel beat it out with his speed barely. It was a bang-bang play there at first. We'll check it out here on the BFA Live Sports replay. Antonicello fired a cannon to first, and that was close. That was close. You can make an argument there that he was safe if they had the replay down here. But bases loaded now. For Sean McAfee. I don't know, that looked close on our, still bang no matter what, but on our replay there, it looked like they may have got him by a half a step, if that. Petrelli deals here to McAfee low. So bases loaded, 2 gone. And now there's a run in as McAfee gets plunked. There was some action warming up in the bullpen. It looks like there may be a pitching change here. So Phillips scores, Elam to second, and Keel to third. And that'll do it for Petrelli. 7-2, the Mustangs lead. We're going to take a break as the Buccaneers make a pitching change on BFA Sports. Back here in the top of the second inning after the Buccaneers make a pitching change, it's Angel Pascal out of the pen after an inning and 2/3 from Nico Petrelli. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Mustangs lead 7-2. Frank Tavares, the hitter, he's walked twice. Pascal deals. Up high 1-0. Bases loaded after the hit by pitch to McAfee. There's a high fly ball deep into center field, but drifting over, it's going to dunk in for a hit. 2 runs will score on the RBI double by Tavares, and it is 9-2 Mustangs. That one just dropped. Like we said, wind blowing left to right, and that one found its way there in left center in between Vega and Foreman. So scoring is Elam and Ankiel. McAfee over to third. And that'll bring up Marquise Wood. Looks at a pitch there, ball one. He walked and reached on a fielder's choice E5 back in the first. So 9-2 Mustangs. Pascal deals up high. 3 runs across for the Mustangs here in inning number 2. McAfee off third, Tavares off second, Pascal deals outside. It's been a struggle for the Buccaneers pitchers so far in this game with command of the strike zone. Buccaneers have action going again in their bullpen. The 3-0. Pascal finds the outside, 3-1. Game 1 of a 2 7-inning game doubleheader between Atlanta Cape and Montgomery. Pascal deals outside and the bases are loaded. Marquise Wood walks for the second time today. And that'll bring up the 9th hitter of the inning, Morgan D'Amico, hit by a pitch in the first, and then hit one to Monero at third to end the inning in his second at-bat, or second plate appearance. Yeah, second at-bat. So bases loaded now, 2 gone, and a 9-2 Mustang lead. Angel Pascal, the third pitcher of the game for the Bucks. There's a hot shot in the hole to shortstop Sorry Fields, and it goes into left field for a hit. And now another run will come home as the ball was just sitting there in left field. So McAfee scores, Tavares scores, Wood over to second on the single by Marquise Wood. And it is 11-2. Hunter Hamlin, who started this inning with a strikeout, gets another shot here. Up high. The 10th batter of the inning. And a 1-0 count from Pascal. There's a strike, 1-1. As action continues in the Buccaneer bullpen. Pascal, the third pitcher of the game so far. And deals the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second. 5 runs in here in the second after 6 in the first. Pascal deals the 1-2. Pitch outside, 2-2. Mostly cloudy, blustery Sunday afternoon here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. And Pascal deals, swing and a miss. And that will do it as Hamlin strikes out. 5 runs across for the Mustangs here in inning number 2. They lead 11-2 as we go to the bottom of the second on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice.
It's more than coaching. It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together,
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Mustangs lead 11-2. Mo Antonicello, Javier Vega, and Kevin Foreman for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the second. As there's a high fly by Antonicello out of play down the right field line into the seats. Buccaneers got something going in the first inning, getting a couple runs across. There's a high fly ball into right field. And coming over to make the catch, retiring Antonicello, is the right fielder Jake Phillips. And that'll bring up the left fielder Javier Vega. Vega playing left field here in game one. Let's see if Caden Dale gets the opportunity in game number two. Dale had played left field in game one yesterday. Vega in game two. Vega with a hot shot in the hole to shortstop. Throw over to first, and that'll retire him. Nice play there by the shortstop Tavares to retire Vega. And there are two gone here in the second. Bringing up the center fielder Kevin Foreman. So wind picks up again here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Foreman had like we said earlier, a big hit in the bottom of the seventh of game one yesterday. 2 RBI double that brought the Bucs within one. High pop up here in the center field. And coming underneath to make the catch is Marquise Wood. And down go the Bucs. 1, 2, 3 here in the second inning. It is 11-2 as we go to the third on BFA Sports. We go to the top of the third inning. Mustangs lead 11-2. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here on a Sunday afternoon. I'm sure you're a lot warmer than we are here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Very windy today, mostly cloudy. I think the high temp was like 52, but definitely feels colder than that. Pascal deals and a swing and a miss there by Connor English, leading things off here in the third. Buccaneers had gone down 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the second. Game one of a doubleheader between Atlantic Cape Community College and Montgomery County Community College. 0-2 now in English. Montgomery coming over from Pennsylvania, from Bluebell, Pennsylvania. About an hour and a half from here. So not too bad of a drive. Pascal deals the 1-2. And did that hit English? It looks like it did, yes. Yeah, it did. He's hobbling down. It was tough to see if they hit the dirt or not, but English on first base with a leadoff hit by pitch. Certainly not the way he was aspiring to get on. So a man on here, and that'll bring up Jake Phillips, who knows English's pain. He's been hit by a pitch twice. And none of it intentional, of course. On a cold, chilly day like this, could be tough to grip the ball. So English leads off first, and Phillips hits one foul to the screen, just off first base there, 0-1. You can see some of the outfielders getting warm out there. Kevin Foreman blowing on his hand in center field. Nate Goodrich jumping up and down. Pascal deals here up high. It's definitely chilly here. It's no joke. Definitely, I mentioned earlier that game against Raritan Valley, it was like 65, I think, for the high. It was sunny. It was like a Monday afternoon. It was nice. Need more days like that and even warmer. One of these days, though, we'll get there. Springtime in New Jersey. That one to the backstop, and that'll allow English to hobble down to second base. It looks like he's still in some pain after being hit in the foot. So give credit to him. He's the DH and he's the pitcher today, so here in game one. So English down to second there. Pascal dealing with Phillips at the plate. The pitch. There's a strike. So Atlantic Cape coming off a doubleheader yesterday with Ocean County College. They split, losing 7-6 in game one, winning 10-4 in game two. And that pitch is outside, and Phillips works a walk. So the first two men on here in inning number 3. Atlantic Cape playing the doubleheader today against Montgomery County. And then Thursday, they have another home game here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City, playing host to Camden County Community College. 3:30 start on Thursday afternoon. We'll have that for you on BFA Sports. As Pascal deals inside, ball one to Wade and Elam. And then they have Friday off next Saturday. Atlantic Cape will head west to Camden County Community College and play a doubleheader next Saturday. It's the upcoming schedule for the Bucks. Pascal deals outside. 2-0 on Elam. Checks English there at second base, gives him another look, deals to the plate, finds the strike zone, 2-1. Wind picking up again here. It was blowing left to right. Now the flags are flying out toward dead center toward the water in front of the casinos here in Atlantic City. Pascal checks the runners, deals to the plate, outside, 3-1. Well, Most of the Mustangs' foot traffic on the bases today has been via the walk. It'll be a 3-1 with runners leading first and second. There's a strike. And there's ball 4. That's walk number 8 of the game. So bases loaded, nobody out here in the third. Phillips down to second. English still looks like he's hurting there. Walking very gingerly down to third base. He's the pitcher. And the DH here in game 1. Action continues for the Buccaneers in their bullpen. Down the left field line, Pascal, bases loaded. Jake Ankiel takes a look at a strike. It is 11-2 Mustangs here on the top of the third. Pascal deals the 0-1. High fly into shallow left. Coming in is Vega, and he'll dunk it for a hit behind Sorry. English scores. They get the lead. They get the out at second base with Elam, so it's 12-2. Phillips over to third. Elam out at second. And Ankiel reaches on the fielder's choice. So 12-2 Mustangs. Runners on the corners now with one gone. And that'll bring a McAfee. Looks at strike 1. McAfee walked in the first, and then he was hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Pascal deals. McAfee looks at a pitch inside, 1-1. Action also starting up now in the Mustangs bullpen down the right field line. Could be a cold thing, or it could be Connor English maybe really hurting with his foot. He's moved gingerly around the bases since getting hit. Runners lead first and third. One out, and the throw to first, he's out! Pascal picks off Ankiel, and there's 2 away. Nice pickoff play there by Angel Pascal. 2 out here in the third. English leads off third. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the glove there. McAfee into the Bahama. And it's 1-2. Runner on third, 2 out. The pitch. Outside, and the count's gone full. Check that 2-2. 12-2 Mustangs here in the third. And Pascal deals high pop-up in the infield. Monero chasing, makes the catch, running towards shortstop. And that'll end things here in the third. One more run for the Mustangs. They lead 12-2 as we go to the bottom of the third on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the third. The Mustangs make a pitching change. Like you said, Connor English had gotten hit in the foot. He didn't look good walking around or moving around the bases. So A.J. Schneider out of the pen for the Stangs here in the bottom of the third as they lead 12-2. And ball one there to Louis Sari. Sari was hit by a pitch in the first. Schneider deals way outside into the backstop, 2-0. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for spending your part of your Sunday with us. 3-0 now, the count on Louis Sari. Game one of a 2-game, 7-inning doubleheader. So 2 7-inning games here in this doubleheader between Montgomery County Community College from PA and Atlantic Cape Community College as Louis Sari draws a leadoff walk. Like we said yesterday in previous games, Louis Sari's got a pretty good eye at the plate. Good plate discipline. Good idea of what's a strike and what's not. So with the leadoff man on, that'll bring him Nate Goodrich, who laced a single to right in his first at-bat. Louis Sari going, throw down to second high. Did they get him on the way by? No. Louis Sari in there with a stolen base, trying to get something going for the Bucs here in the third. He went first to third in the first inning. He looked like he had been stealing anyway, and Goodrich lined a bullet to right center, and Sari ended up on third. Pitch to Goodrich here is up high. Turned Goodrich around, and it's 1-0. Schneider takes a look at Sari, deals to the plate to Goodrich. Line shot down the right field line and fair. Sari will round third. He's on his way home to score. Goodrich into second with an RBI double. So nice piece of hitting today by Goodrich. So it is a 12-3 ball game. And that'll bring him Omar Hernandez, who was called out on strikes in the first. And what was a borderline pitch here. Called strike. Hernandez clearly frustrated there at the plate with the strike zone this afternoon. Schneider takes a look at Goodrich and deals outside 1-1. Schneider takes a look at Goodrich, deals. Hernandez hits a fly ball down the right field line and foul into the seats. And the count goes 1-2. Sending a fan to go and retrieve that one. 1-2 the count on the Buccaneers first baseman. Pitch up high, 2-2. 1 run in here in the third. It is 12-3. As the Buccaneers try to claw their way back in. Goodrich 2 for 2 on the day. He's on second. Hernandez hits a high fly ball, popped into center, drifting, and it falls in for a hit. Goodrich will get to third. Hernandez will stay at first on the bloop single to center. You had the center fielder Marquise Wood going in for that one. Jake Phillips was coming over from right. Sean McAfee, the second baseman, going out for that one, and then it just fell. Saw that a couple times yesterday, both sides, Ocean County and Atlantic Cape, kind of just unsure of who was going to grab it. So first and third now with nobody out. And Justin Monero, the hitter, takes a look at a pitch outside, 1-0. Runners lead first and third, nobody out. And now Hernandez going to second, and no throw. They fake the throw behind the plate, so Hernandez will, Elam did, Hernandez will reach defensive indifference there at second, so second and third now, nobody out. Pitch to Monero, looks at a ball. Schneider deals. Swing and a miss. Monero had a swing there trying to gap it. Hernandez leads off second. Goodrich off third. Schneider deals. High fly in the right. Drifting, and coming over to make the catch is Phillips. Goodrich will tag and score. Hernandez tags and goes to third. It is 12-4. So one gone here in the third. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Frank Moretta. Hit one to shortstop in his last at-bat. Schneider deals. Outside 1-0 on Moretta. Moretta doing the DH duties here in game one. Stangs lead 12-4. Schneider deals inside. Chase Moretta off the plate. 2-0. Action continuing in the Buccaneers bullpen down the left field line. Looks like Caden Dale. Schneider deals outside 3-0 on Moretta. So I wonder if Dale will be coming in to pitch next, or if Pascal will be heading back out there. Schneider deals up high, and Moretta draws a one-out walk. Dante DePalma now the hitter. He grounded to third to end the first inning. And a mound visit here for the Stangs. Having a word with A.J. Schneider. 2 runs across for Atlantic Cape here in the third. It's now a 12-4 ball game. Game one of a doubleheader. And meeting at the mound is over. So runners on the corners now, with one out. Moretta on first, and Hernandez off third. DePalma, the hitter. Check on Moretta there at first. He's back safe. Moretta leads as DePalma hits a high pop foul into the seats down the right field line. And it's 0-1. Mostly cloudy, very chilly day here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Schneider deals outside, and it's 1-1 on DePalma. Molentanicello waiting on deck. Buccaneers chipping away here in the third. The pitch inside, and it's 2-1 on DePalma. Hernandez leads off third, Moretta off first. One gone here in the bottom of the third. Schneider deals high fly by DePalma, but it's drifting foul into the seats. 2-2. Schneider deals 2-2 outside, and the count's gone full on the Buccaneer catcher. Buccaneers trail 12-4 here in the bottom of the third. Schneider deals the 3-2. High fly back to the suite level here, and then back into the seats at Sandcastle Stadium. So very loud and close foul ball, at least for us here at BFA Sports. Schneider deals the 3-2. Lined into right field. It is a base hit. Hernandez scores. Moretta down to second on the RBI single by De Palma, and it is 12-5. Take a look here on the BFA Live Sports replay. So the Buccaneers have answered with 3 here in the third. It is a 12-5 ball game. On the RBI by De Palma, that'll bring Mo Antonicello flat out to right field in his first at bat. Pitch outside by Schneider, 1-0. The pitch. Chop back to the mound. Schneider fields, throws over to second. They get one on to first. And Antonicello beat it out. So Antonicello reaches on the fielder's choice. So 2 gone now here in the third. As Moretta makes his way over to third base. De Palma out there at second. So 2 gone. And that'll bring up Javier Vega. He'll win to short in his last at bat. Runners on the corners now. Check on Antonicello. And he's back safe. Moretta heads up there at third. He was paying attention to that throw on the overthrow. He was going to bolt for the plate. Keeping his eyes on Schneider. Schneider deals to the plate. Antonicello goes without a throw to second. Reaches on defensive indifference there. So second and third and with 2 out. Buccaneers have pushed 3 across here in the third. They trail 12-5. Schneider deals. Vega hits a hot chop to third. And he'll make it as Moretta scores. Antonicello scores on the E5 by the third baseman, D'Amico. So it is a 12-7 game. As Moretta scores, Antonicello scored from second. Vega reaches on the E5. So the Buccaneers have scored 5 here in the third. And they send up their 9th hitter, Kevin Foreman. Flew out to center field in his first at bat. So now Vega off first with 2 out. Buccaneers have made this a game. Pitch to Foreman. Chopped one in the infield. Fires over to first, and he beat it out as the ball goes down the right field line. Vega makes it over to third. Foreman to first on another E5 by D'Amico. So now runners on second and third with 2 away. Back to the top of the order, Luis Sari, who walked to begin this inning. He's the 10th batter of the inning. As the Buccaneers have come alive here in the third. Schneider in his first inning relief deals to Sari, lines one into center field. It'll fall for a hit. 2 more runs score. Vega scores. Foreman scores. Sari gets the second on a 2 RBI double. It is 12-9. Buccaneers have scored 7 here in the third. English had pitched the first 2 innings of the game for the Stangs. Left with what we guess is a foot injury. He was hit by a pitch and was then taken out of the game. Goodrich takes a look at strike 1. He had an RBI double in his first at-bat here in the third. He is the 11th man to the plate. Takes a look at a strike there. 1-1. Sorry leads off second following his big hit. Pitch to Goodrich. High fly into center. Wood coming over and making the catch is the second baseman McAfee. So 11 men to the plate. The Buccaneers score 7 here in the third. They trail 12-9. We go to the fourth on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice.
It's more than coaching. It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the fourth inning here at Sandcastle Stadium. Vin Avenue with you on BFA Sports. Buccaneers scored 7 runs in the bottom of the third. We've now got ourselves a ball game. It's 12-9, and the Buccaneers go to their fourth pitcher of the afternoon, Caden Dale, out of the pen. They'll be facing Frank Tavares, Marquise Wood, and Morgan D'Amico here to start things off in the fourth. Dale had been warming up last inning. Deals here 2-0, and action after that 7-run inning by the Buccaneers in the bottom of the third off A.J. Schneider, who had come in relief. Action now going for the Mustangs in their bullpen down the right field line. Dale deals a strike there, 2-1 on Tavares, who walked twice and had an RBI hit in the second. So, fourth plate appearance. Fouls that one off. And a 2-2 count on the Mustang shortstop. Dale deals the 2-2. Grounded to second. Antonicello Fields throws to first and retires Tavares. On a close play at first. Tavares flying down the line there. And we saw from his first three plate appearances on the afternoon, he's got plenty of speed. So one gone, and that'll bring up Marquise Wood. He's walked twice and reached on a fielder's choice. Hits a high pop foul. And off the suite level and back into the seats here at Sandcastle Stadium. Dale deals, and there's strike 2. Sun trying to pop on through here. It's been a mostly cloudy day. Peaks of sunshine here and there. Dale deals outside. Top of the fourth inning here in game one of a doubleheader. Swing and a miss. Dale firing strikes out of the pen. 2 gone. That'll bring a Morgan D'Amico. Singled in his last at bat. He was also hit by a pitch in the first. And Dale delivers outside. 1-0. Working quickly here in the fourth. High pop foul behind the plate and out of play. And the count's 1-1. Stangs scored 6 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third. Atlantic Cape scored 2 in the first and 7 in the third. Pitch outside. So 2-1 the count. Here on D'Amico as the Sun tries to peek on through again. Dale delivers in the dirt. 3-1. Three and 1 the count. 2 gone here in the fourth. The pitch. Hot shot to short. Sorry leaps up and makes the grab. Nice play by the Buccaneers shortstop to end things here in the fourth. 1, 2, 3. Go the Stangs. We go to the bottom of the fourth on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the fourth here at Sandcastle Stadium. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. And the Mustangs have made a pitching change. They brought in Morgan D'Amico, who had been playing third base. Trying to get a number about who's now playing third. But D'Amico on the mound. Atlanta Cape will send Omar Hernandez, Justin Minero, and Frank Moretta to the plate here to start the fourth. And Hernandez looks at strike one. So D'Amico on in relief of A.J. Schneider, gave up 7 runs in the third. Hernandez hits a pop-up. Infield, Moretta. And that one's going to fall for a hit. D'Amico was looking after it. Couldn't track it down, and the first baseman, Hamlin, had let D'Amico go after, and it falls in for a bloop infield single. It's become a trend, an unfortunate trend this weekend. So with the leadoff man on, Minero now the hitter, had an RBI double in the first. Hit a sacrifice fly in his last at-bat. And D'Amico deals. Minero drives one into the gap in center field, and it'll fall for a hit. It'll go to the warning track. Hernandez rounding second. He'll go to third. Minero on his way to second. Hernandez rounding third. He's on his way to the plate, and he'll score on an RBI double for Justin Minero. It is 12-10 Mustangs. The speed of Omar Hernandez scoring. And pulling the Buccaneers within 2 on the RBI double by Minero. Just drove that one to the gap in center. Over the head of Marquise Wood. So now man on second. That'll bring up the DH, Frank Moretta. Moretta grounded to short in the first. He walked and scored in the third. Pitch up high. Minero leads off second. D'Amico gives him a look, deals to the plate, swing and a miss. Moretta chasing the high cheese there, 1-1. Minero dancing off a second with the lead, not being held on, as D'Amico deals strike 2. Well, if you're not being held on, might as well take a lead. Now, Moretta is swinging a miss there by Moretta. Down on strikes as Minero is taking a lead. He was all the way over to shortstop. And one gone here in the fourth. And that'll bring up Dante DePalma. Grounded to third in his first at-bat. Had an RBI single in the third. D'Amico gives a look to Minero there, taking a long, big lead. Pitch outside to DePalma. Now McAfee's going to head over to the second baseman and take a look at Minero. Taking a big lead. Swing and chop foul. Goes back to the screen. 1-1 on the Buccaneer catcher. (12-10) here on the bottom of the fourth. Minero leads off second. Pitch to DePalma, swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2 count. Now the Mustangs middle infield paying more attention to Minero's lead. Drawn in closer. Swing and a miss by DePalma. And he's down on strikes for out number 2. So with a man on second and 2 gone, Mo Antonicello comes to the plate. Flew out to right field in the second. Came around to score in the third after reaching on a fielder's choice. D'Amico on in relief here in the fourth. Delivers. Strike to Antonicello. Monero leads off second with 2 gone, and D'Amico's going to step off and chase Monero back. Mustangs lead 12-10 here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 run this inning for the Bucks on the RBI double by Monero, who leads off second. Creeping, taking a bigger lead as Antonicello looks at ball 1. Game 1 of a doubleheader between Montgomery and Atlantic Cape. D'Amico deals outside, and it's 2-1. D'Amico stepping off, taking a walk around the mound there. Figuring out how he wants to go after Antonicello here. The 2-1. And it's up high. Javier Vega waiting on deck for the Buccaneers. D'Amico deals. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count's run full. So 3-2, 2 out. So Monero will be going on the pitch. Already with a big lead. Tying run at the plate here in the fourth. D'Amico checks on Monero, deals to the plate. And it's up high, ball 4, goes to the backstop. Monero will go to third. And on the walk to Antonicello. So 2 on now with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Javier Vega. Grounded to short in the second, reached on an E5 in the third. Back-to-back E5s. He reached on an E5, and then Kevin Foreman on deck reached on an E5 in the third. Just a couple throwing errors over to first. So Monero off third, Antonicello on first. 2 gone in here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 run already in. D'Amico deals to Vega. To the backstop it goes. And coming in to score is Monero. Antonicello rounds second. A huge turn around second. He'll stay right there, though. So Monero scores, and it's now a 12-11 game. The wild pitch by D'Amico. So Antonicello now leads off second. The pitch to Vega. Swing and a miss. The pitch. Vega looks at strike 2. Buccaneers have scored 2 more here in the fourth. They now trail by 1. 1 point they were down 11-2. Now it's a 12-11 game. The 1-2 to Vega. Line foul into the seats behind the dugout. And it'll stay 1-2. It's been a tough day pitching-wise for the Bucks, but the bats have come alive. Antonicello doing a little dance there off of second. Vega swings and misses there, strike 3. Buccaneers get a couple more back. It is now a 12-11 ball game as we go to the 5th on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol. Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that they're
We go to the top of the fifth here at Sandcastle Stadium, and a hot shot foul ball and into the seats off third by Hunter Hamlin, 0-1. Top of the fifth here at Sandcastle Stadium. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here this Sunday afternoon. Very cold and windy under mostly cloudy skies here in Atlantic City. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon, a great weekend. Game one of a doubleheader here between Montgomery County Community College and Atlantic Cape Community College. Caden Dale out for inning number 2 of work. And he gets Hunter Hamlin to swing at that one. A weak hack, 0-2. It'll be Hamlin, Connor English, we assume, and Jake Phillips. Hamlin swings and hits that one out to center. Foreman dives, and he makes the catch. What a play by the Buccaneers center fielder. Foreman with the wheels and the range out there in center field for the Bucs. One gone here in the fifth. And then, let's see, we got a pinch hitter here. This is Connor English's spot. First pitch up high. It's number 29. Not on the roster that we were given before the game, and it's 1-1 now. Maybe it was a late addition. 1-2 the count now. The pinch hitter. In place of Connor English. Swing and a miss there, strike 3. So 2 gone here in the fifth. And that'll bring up Jake Phillips. Hit by a pitch twice and walked this afternoon. So he's gotten on 3 times, but not in the ways he would prefer, especially with the 2 hit by pitches. Looks at a strike there, 0-1. 2 gone already here in the fifth. Caden Dale firing strikes out of the pen in his second inning of work. Keeping the Bucs close. Pitch up high. As the Buccaneers have fought all the way back. Almost all the way back. Down 11-2 at one point, now a 12-11 game. Pitch up high from Dale. 2-1. Both bullpens are quiet right now. Dale deals the 2-1 here. There's a strike. And the 2-2. In the dirt, the counts run full. Outfield playing somewhat shallow, Foreman and Goodrich especially. Swing and a miss, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, go the Stangs here in the fifth. 12-11. Buccaneers coming up in the bottom of the fifth on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the fifth here at Sandcastle Stadium. Vin Ebenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here on Sunday afternoon. Game one of a doubleheader between Montgomery County Community College and Atlantic Cape Community College. Mustangs lead 12-11 as we begin things here in the bottom of the fifth. It'll be Kevin Foreman, Luis Sari, and Nate Goodrich for the Buccaneers, who've fought their way back. 2 runs in the first, 7 in the third, 2 more in the fourth. And D'Amico out there for inning number 2, a work out of the bullpen for the Mustangs. Foreman today in game 1 flew out to center field in the second and reached on an E5 in the third. Swing and a miss by the man on the mound. Throws there, strike 1, 1-1. D'Amico deals outside, and it's 2-1 on the Buccaneers center fielder. D'Amico delivers the 2-1. Up high, 3-1. Foreman looking to get things going here in the fifth. D'Amico deals. There's a strike. Pitch to Foreman. Chopped in front of the plate, foul. We'll do it again. Came very close there to running into the ball. Of course, it would have been called out if that were the case. We're in fair territory. The pitch. Lined foul. Hit up foul, rather, into the seats off first base. So Foreman spoiling some pitches here, staying alive. And once again. And that pitch outside, Foreman works a leadoff walk, and he may find his way on to second. He's thinking about it, and he'll stay at first. Zeeland was slow to retrieve that ball at the backstop. So a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up Louis Sorry. Hit by a pitch and scored in the first. Walked and had a big 2 RBI double in the third. Sorry up here with a man on. Sorry looking to bunt. Pulls back. Foreman going. Down to second. He's in there. So a stolen base by Kevin Foreman. And Sorry was offering the bunt. Sacrifice him over. Playing a little small ball here in the 5th. Or thinking about it. D'Amico gives a look on Foreman. And deals. Sorry offering the bunt. Bunts one up the first base line, but it's foul. So it was looking to play a little small ball there. D'Amico in his second inning of work for Montgomery. Foreman taking a lead there off a second. The pitch. Sorry looking to bunt. Bunts it up the first baseline successfully. Foreman down to third. Sorry over to first. And he's out. He's bunting for a hit there, and he just got there just in time. So does work as a sacrifice bunt. Sorry was hoping to get the sacrifice and the base hit, but not meant to be. 1 out and 1 on here in the 5th. So as Foreman leads off a third, Nate Goodrich steps up to the plate, has a single in the first, and RBI double in the third. He's got a hot bat of late. Pitch. Goodrich bunts it foul. Trying the suicide squeeze there, trying to get Foreman in from third. Foreman leads off third with 1 gone here in the 5th. And that pitch low. 1-1 on Goodrich. One on, 1 out. Foreman leads off third. Pitch to Goodrich. Lined in the left center. Oh, and a nice grab there by the shortstop, Tavares, for out number 2. Stealing a base hit and an RBI away from Goodrich. So with 2 gone, that'll bring up Omar Hernandez. Short guy looking in the first and singled in his last couple at bats. Kevin Foreman taking a lead off at third. The pitch. Outside, Foreman's heading toward the plate. Throw to the plate. He is safe, and we are tied. And Foreman looks like he's hurt on that collision at the plate. Getting some help from Omar Hernandez there, taking his helmet off. Collided with the pitcher D'Amico. Trainer coming out to check in on Kevin Foreman. He's pointing his ankle. Did not slide comfortably in that collision. Looked like he was hurt, but he's walking off under his own power, which is a good sign. Buccaneers uniquely welcoming him back to the dugout. So a tie game here with 2 outs in the 5th. As the Buccaneers have come all the way back to tie it up. Down 11-2 after 2. They've fought back in the last couple innings to tie the game at 12. we've got a new ball game here in the fifth. Omar Hernandez looking at a 1-0 count from D'Amico. 2-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Hernandez chasing that one out in front. 2-1. It'll be a 2-1. Hernandez chops it foul down the third base line. Almost hit the bag. 2-2. But a healthy cut on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Kevin Foreman drew a walk and then came around to score on a wild pitch. Following, was moved over to second on the sacrifice bunt by Luis Sari. Hernandez up now with nobody on. D'Amico delivers outside and the count's full on the Buccaneers first baseman. Game 1 of a doubleheader here on Sunday afternoon at Sandcastle Stadium. The pitch up high, and Hernandez draws a 2-out walk. And with 2 gone, that'll bring up Justin Monero with Hernandez on first with a walk. Monero had an RBI double in the first, sac fly in the third, and another RBI double in the fourth. Hernandez leads off first. Monero swings and misses there, chasing a pitch out in the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Buccaneers looking to take the lead now here in the fifth. Hernandez leads off first. D'Amico deals, catches the outside corner, 0-2 on the Buccaneers third baseman. Hernandez going, swinging a foul ball by Monero, and Hernandez, for his running efforts, will have to go back to first. Although on a chilly day like today, it's not a bad thing. Get that running and keep warm. Hernandez back out to a small lead at first. Watches there as the pitch goes outside to Monero. 1-2 the count. Hernandez being held on there at first. Stays put. Monero swings and misses there. Strike 3. And that will do it. But the Buccaneers tie the game. Sacrifice bunt moves Kevin Foreman to second. He comes around to score on a wild pitch. We go to the 6th, tied at 12 on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players. We teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility.
We go to the top of the sixth here at Sandcastle Stadium. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us on Sunday afternoon. Game one of a doubleheader between Montgomery County Community College from Mountain, Pennsylvania, and Atlantic Cape Community College, and we are tied at 12. Game one of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games. Caden Dale out there for his third inning of work for the Bucks, facing Aiden Elam, followed by Jake Ankiel and Sean McAfee here in the sixth. Bucks tied it on a wild pitch in the bottom of the fifth. Dale's been firing strikes the last couple innings and has kept the Bucks in the game and has played a huge role in the comeback. And delivers here. And there's strike two. The pitch. Just missed outside. Dale retired. Mustangs in order the last 2 innings. Keeping them scoreless. Pitch up high. He's got 3 strikeouts so far in this outing. Delivers here. And that one missed. So a leadoff walk to Aiden Elam. And that'll bring up Jake Ankiel. Hit one in front of the plate in the first, singled in the second, and reached in the third. And a fielder's choice, and mound visit here with Caden Dale. And that'll be it for Dale. Spectacular outing. Did not allow a hit in 2+ innings of work. 3 strikeouts. And the lone base runner here in the sixth, a walk. So we'll take a break as the Buccaneers make a pitching change. Back here in the top of the sixth after the Buccaneers make a pitching change. Louis Sari now goes from shortstop to the pitching mound. Nate Goodrich comes in from right field to play second base. Mo Antonicello now at short. Isaiah Kennison goes over to play right now to throw to first, and he's out! Did not throw a pitch. Sari picks him off. That's a way to make an impact right away. Picking off Jake Ankiel. Aiden Elam. And one gone. Now he deals to Ankiel and tries to bunt one. Pushes it foul. Well, he's got a shortstop's arm. He certainly knows how to fire it over there to first. Delivers here, and it's 1-1 on Ankiel. The 1-1 from Sori. Chop foul outside of third. So a nice way to make an impact. Base is empty. One gone here in the sixth. The 1-1. Sorry, 1-2. Pitch outside, 2-2. With Sean McAfee awaiting on deck. Sorry deals. Pitch outside. And Ankiel works a walk. Rounds first. Little stay put. Throw to first, and nearly got him again. Nearly got Ankiel. Almost a second pickoff, successful pickoff for Sori. And he tries again, and he's back safe, Ankiel. Quick move by Sori on the mound. Mustangs runners may think twice about trying to run on Louis Sori. Throws over again, and it goes down the right field line. Ankiel will hustle down to second base as Kennison picks it up in foul territory. Tried throwing over 3 straight times, and the third time was not a charm as the ball went too quick and it got by Hernandez on the throw by Sori over to first. So Ankiel on second now with 1 gone. And McAfee at the plate. So man in scoring position here in the 6th. It's a 7-inning game. Game 1 of a doubleheader. And the pitch outside to McAfee. Sorry deals. Chop to third. Diving play by Monero. Doesn't know where to throw. Throws to third to Sori, and he's out! Ankiel stranding a little too far off a third. And now there are 2 gone as McAfee reaches on the fielder's choice. Let's take a look. There. So 2 gone now. It's almost like that inning when Henry Roengartner lost his fastball. His pitch there fouled back by Tavares. And he had to come up with those trick plays, you know, the hidden ball trick and everything, try to figure out different ways to get out of the inning. Sori's picked off a man at first, and he was on the receiving end there of a play to get the lead runner at third. So 2 gone. Takeout's how you can get them. Nobody's scored. And McAfee now leads off first. Tavares chops one to short. Antonicello fields, flips over to second, and that will retire the side here in the 6th. No runs across. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 12 on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Scoreless on the top of the 6th as Louis Sari came in relief. Buccaneers batting now here in the 6th. It'll be Isaiah Kennison in there for Moretta. And pinch bunting. Bunts it back to the mound, and he may beat it, and he just gets beat at first. Kennison in place of Moretta there at the DH spot, trying to get on with a bunt single. And thrown out there. So one gone here in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll bring up Dante DePalma with one gone. DePalma grounded to third and an RBI single in the 3rd. And then struck out in the 4th. D'Amico out there for another inning of work. Deals a strike to DePalma. D'Amico deals. And it's 0-2 on DePalma. D'Amico deals. DePalma chops it foul by the plate. Spoils the pitch there, and count will stay at 0-2. DePalma hits it foul to the seats right here in front of our booth on the concourse at Sandcastle Stadium. So to the count remains Antonicello on deck for the Bucks. D'Amico delivers outside. D'Amico getting back on the mound. It'll be a 1-2 to DePalma. And pitch outside. Count even at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 6th here in game 1 of a doubleheader between Montgomery and Atlantic Cape. Tied up at 12. The pitch. And DePalma works a walk. So a 1-out walk to DePalma, and that'll bring up Antonicello, who flew out to right in the 2nd. We tried a fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd and walked in the 4th. DePalma takes a lead off of first. And D'Amico deals, and Antonicello bunts it high and foul behind the plate. 0-1. Antonicello trying to play some small ball. Work for Sari. He had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th. And that ended up leading to a run as it moved Kevin Foreman over to second. Or Kevin Foreman down, and then he ended up scoring on the wild pitch. Pitch here to Antonicello outside. One gone here in the 6th. Antonicello swings and misses there. And there's 2 strikes. DePalma leads off first with 1 out. Antonicello up at the plate. Javier Vega waiting on deck. That one's in the dirt. DePalma will go down to second without a throw. So a man in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th. Almost like the 8th inning. It's a 7-inning game here in game 1 of a doubleheader. Both games will be 7 innings. So essentially the winning run there on second base. One gone. And that pitch outside to Antonicello. D'Amico gives a look at DePalma. Deals. Antonicello pops it up. Hits a fly ball, and this one's going to carry out to left, and it goes off the wall. One run will score, and the Buccaneers take a 13-12 lead on the RBI double by Mo Antonicello, who almost hit a 2-run home run. So the Bucks take a 13-12 lead here in the 6th. At one point down 11-2. They've worked their way back and are now in the driver's seat. Javier Vega looking to bunt, bunts it up the first base line. And Antonicello reaches third. Vega out at first. So the sacrifice bunt moves Antonicello to third, and now 2 away. And then that'll bring up Kevin Foreman. Antonicello leads off third. Pitch to Foreman up high. The pitch. Foreman hits a high fly ball deep into left field. There it goes, and goodbye. A 2-run home run by Kevin Foreman, and it is 15-12 Buccaneers. Three runs here in the 6th. Pitch to Luis Sari inside, strike 1. Buccaneers dugout, as you may expect, fired up here in the 6th. Completing the ultimate of comebacks to this point. Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. And just a colossal collapse for the Montgomery Mustangs. They've been held scoreless since the 3rd, and they at one point had a 11-2, then a 12-2 lead going into the bottom of the 3rd. Buccaneers scored 7 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th to tie. 3 more here in the 6th. Sori pops it up foul. And giving a look at his Elam, and he'll drop it. So Sori will get another chance. Sorry, hits a fly ball into left, and it'll stay in the yard. Caught for out number 2. Out number 3 is Ankiel, but the Buccaneers take the lead. 3 runs here in the 6th, topped off by a 2-run home run by Kevin Foreman. We go to the 7th on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
It's being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign,
We go to the top of the 7th here. The Buccaneers lead 15-12, scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. And Luis Sari, the pitcher of record who came on out of the bullpen, or out of the shortstop, if you will, in the 6th inning to come on and pitch out there for inning number 2. Pitcher of record here, he'd get the win if he can finish this in the 7th. First pitch of the 7th to Marquise Wood. In their first strike one, it'll be Wood, D'Amico, and Hunter Hamlin in the 7th. High fly ball into center field. Chasing it is Foreman, and he makes the catch for round number 1. Buccaneers looking to wrap up game 1 of a doubleheader with a victory. In a wild scoring affair here in just game 1 of a doubleheader. 15-12, Buccaneers lead. First pitch outside to D'Amico. Drop foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. And 2 strikes on D'Amico. Sorry deals the 1-2 outside. Stay with us for game 2. And that starts up. We'll just hang with us on the BFA Live Sports YouTube channel, and we'll have game 2 for you. Pitch from Sari inside. It'll be a full count. And Sari almost tried to grab that one with his hands. It rolls out to shortstop. Antonicello can't field it cleanly. And so D'Amico will reach with 1 out. It's a tough play. Sari slowed it down. If it had gone straight to Antonicello, they may have had a chance there to get him out. So 1 on, 1 out. But Sari, the natural shortstop, couldn't help but naturally reach out and try and grab that one. Hunter Hamlin up now with 1 gone and a man on. Pitch outside. And there's a strike. 1-1 the count. Sari deals high fly into center field. Foreman chasing it. It'll go in for a hit. It'll go all the way to the warning track. Hamlin on his way to second with a double, and coming in to score is Morgan D'Amico, and it is 15-13. So this one not over yet. The RBI double by Hunter Hamlin. Now this is just number 29. Came in to pinch hit back in the 5th for Connor English, but No name on the roster. Swing and a foul tip there, and it's 0-1. So Hamlin on second after the RBI double. In a 15-13 game here in the top of the 7th. One gone. Game 1 of a doubleheader. There's a strike. This is it, 7th inning. So 2 7-inning games today. This is game 1. And sorry, deals swing and a weak hack there. Strike 3. So 2 gone. Mustangs down to their final out. And that's Jake Phillips coming up to the plate now. Hit by a pitch twice, walked and struck out. Hamlin leads off a second with 2 out. Sorry, deals. Outside, 1-0. Sorry delivers. And that one's chopped foul behind the plate. So Hamlin will have to go back to second. He had been running. Or is it now? I guess he didn't foul it off. So that was just a pass ball. So Hamlin on third. So sorry to deal it to Phillips with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Did he may have tipped that one, which prevented Hamlin from moving. So 1-2 the count. Mustangs down to their final strike. Sorry delivers. Outside. 15-13 Buccaneers here in the top of the 7th. Game 1 of a doubleheader. And the pitch. And it hit him. Fastball looked like it hit him in the ribs. Or in the ribs or left hip. He's rubbing his side. So Jake Phillips on first with a 2-out hit by pitch. Runners on the corners now. 2 gone. Aiden Elam coming to the plate for the Stangs. Tying run on first. The go-ahead run now at the plate. Runners on the corners, 2 gone. It's Louis. Sorry, deals with Aiden Elam. And there's a strike. And that pitch outside. Buccaneers have scored 31 runs in the last 2 days. They lost 7-6 in game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday. They won 10-4. 15 runs today. Sorry, throws over to first to check on Phillips. He's back safe. So the Buccaneer bats have come alive this weekend. Sorry delivers. And the Stangs down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on here in the top of the 7th. Buccaneers lead by 2. Number 2 delivers outside, and the counts run full. Jake Ankiel on deck. Sorry delivers. Chopped foul. And Elam stays alive. Sorry deals. Hit into right and going foul into the seats. So Elam stays alive. And we'll do it again. Runners lead first and third, 2 outs here in the 7th. The pitch. Called strike 3. And the ball game is over. Buccaneers win this one 15-13, coming back from a 12-2 deficit to win it here in 7. So the Buccaneers take game 1 of a doubleheader with the Montgomery County Mustangs 15-13. Caden Dale, impressive pitching out of the bullpen, followed up there at the end by Louis Sari coming over from shortstop. Lots of big hits by the Buccaneers. And they take game 1, so a 2-game winning streak for the Buccos. And we're going to pause and take a break. We'll be back with game 2 in just a little bit. For all our crew here at BFA Live Sports, I'm Vin Abenu saying stay warm, and we'll be back in just a little bit with game 2.